Today we're going to focus on improving our walking by addressing two key issues, that is hip extension and heel strike. So why are these two things really important? Hip extension is when your leg moves behind your hip, helping you to propel your body forward. And heel strike is when your heel comes in contact with the ground first. It acts as a shock absorption and also with your balance. When are these two things affected? Reduced hip extension can be as a result of tight hip flexors or muscles at the front of your hip and weak glutes. After sitting for long periods of times, these hip flexors can get tight, reducing that hip extension or your ability to extend your hip when you're walking, and weak glute muscles also reduce the push off that is required when walking. And poor heel strike can be as a result of reduced ankle dorsiflexion or reduced ankle mobility. One proven way to address these issues is by doing targeted exercises to improve that hip extension and that heel strike. The first exercise is to address those tight hip flexors, and I'll show you two exercises to help you so you can choose whichever one works best for you. The first one, get into a lunge position. So you're stretching the left side of your hip now and lunge forward, stretching that muscle. If you find this difficult to get onto the floor, you can always do that in standing. The leg that you're stretching goes behind you and the other leg goes forward and you lunge forward. Hold the stretch for about 30 seconds and then repeat it on the other side. The second exercise is to address the weak hip muscles, the glutes. And we'll do this by doing a glute bridge. The second exercise is a glute bridge. This will help to strengthen the glute muscles but also help to stretch the muscles at the front of your hip. So start by resting on your back and your knees bent. Then gently lift off your hips off the floor. Hold for 5 seconds and then lower it down slowly. And you can do, again, 10 of these, 2 to 3 sets. Third exercise is toe raises. Simply stand with your feet hip distance apart and raise your toes. Now, if you find this challenging, especially with your balance, you can always hold on to something and lift the toes off the floor. You can repeat 10 repetitions of these for 3 sets. So there you have it, a few exercises that can help you improve your walking by addressing that hip extension and ankle mobility.